Nifty 50s. Has anybody been there before? Okay, so their food wasn't all that bad. I mean, it was like, how could I say this? It wasn't spectacular, but it wasn't terrible either. So the fries weren't, they looked greasy, but they actually wasn't that greasy. They was just. So here is one of the menus. They had a variety, a big section for sodas
Wow.
and milkshakes. That was the biggest part between sodas and milkshakes. So it was quite interesting.
Woohoo!
So the atmosphere was very nice. It was very tranquil, very peaceful. I really like how it really did give the 50 look, the 50s
お前
look.
はレンタル
Like
何
you
も
could
しない
see
人か。
you could see the towel on the wall. So if you think that's something, you should check out the milkshakes. The milkshakes are out of this world. Well, folks, they might not have won the competition, but they sure enough won the hearts of all the parents. Okay, so what do you know about pine coal? Pine coal is an herb specifically for, well, it's better off specifically with men because of the fact that it helps build the testosterone level, pH within the male hormonal system.
And I say no, I'll say what you doing, trying to do somebody do. Just let the music come from my soul, so all of my people can stay on. They got a brand new day, you gotta move your muscle. Brand new day, it's time to do it shuffle. It don't matter if you're young or you're old. Here we go, we gon' show you how. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left.
So folks, I am working out this morning, doing my walk, doing my little speed walk because I'm burning some more calories. Well, actually, I'm doing like a marching type walk because you could burn calories just doing the marching. So I'm on a trail here, as you can see, and I'm doing my marching. It's a good morning, nice crisp morning. As you can see, it's a pretty crisp morning. No rain yet in the sky. And so I am doing my morning workout. Yes, I'm back at it. I have to be so that I can reach my goal of, on my birthday, November 4th. So my goal, folks, so you may ask, well, what is my goal? So my goal is to be down 50 pounds by then, by November 4th. And I think that's healthy because today is August the 3rd. and I'm starting it today. And so I think that's a healthy amount of time to drop 50 pounds, because from August the 3rd to November the 4th, that basically means I would have to drop down. I would have to lose 1 pound every 2 weeks, which for me, that is good. I can do that. It is, that is good for me. I can actually do that. Because 1 pound every 2 weeks, or 2 pounds every 2 weeks is good. Okay? So it's a realistic goal that I can reach, that I know I can reach. So if my voice sound muffled this morning, you guys, it's because I'm actually marching. Doing my thing, as you can see. Yes, I'm actually marching. Doing my thing, doing my workout. So that's why it seems muffled. You know, my voice may seem muffled. And I'm holding this camera as I do it. So it's a little shaky right now, but just bear with me, folks. But if you don't, you want to burn at least 300 calories a day. You know, small, realistic goals is what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, folks, if I can work out, you know, like on my day off, I can put more hours in. So that would be great. You know what I'm saying? I could put more hours in, burn more calories. That would be great. But this is just a basic routine right now that I'm doing right now that I need to do. I need to get in a habit, a good habit, of having a healthy routine so that, you know, I could stick to it. And this is something I could do. So what I try to do is, being that, folks, I work an overnight shift. When I get off in the morning, I push myself to do my workout when I get off. Now, some may say, well, why you do that? Well, basically because what you don't know is, when I get off, I have to drive home. So I look at it this way. If I'm alert enough to drive home, then I am alert enough to work out. Because I have to be alert in order to drive home from work in the morning. I get off at 7 a.m. in the morning. So this is to encourage anybody out there, to empower you guys that work, anybody that work graveyard shift like I do. I work the graveyard shift. So, you know, this might not work for you. It works for me though, because I'm already alert enough to drive. So what I do is I push myself. Of course my body don't feel like working out, but I drive and I go and I change and I put on some raggedy workout clothes or something, and I basically find a track to walk on, whatever. And if I'm not finding a track to work out on, then what I'm doing, like such as this one here, that's here, if I'm not finding a track to work out on in the inner city, in the urban area, as you can see, it's very urban, then I go home and I work out. But I work out for at least 40 minutes to an hour. At least work out for 40 minutes straight to an hour. Like I said, my goal is to burn 300 calories. If I can't get 300 calories, then that's fine. But I try to burn least 300 calories. So, and I work out Monday through Fridays only. I don't work out on the weekends. Now, this week I gotta make an exception because I'm gonna actually have to work out this weekend because I didn't work out Tuesday and I didn't work out yesterday, Wednesday. So that's 2 days I didn't work out. And it was mostly because I had some call outs at work. There were some call outs and I had to fill in. I was mandated to stay, so I had to stay. So as a practical nurse, as an LPN, that happens sometimes. You have mandates. So I had to stay. So yeah, it happens in the healthcare field. I don't know which field you may be working in, but it happens a lot in the healthcare field. So yeah. So basically that's what I do. So I work out when I get off work for 1 hour. 40 minutes. 40 minutes to 1 hour. I work out. Then I shower, go home, and I just relax, do some paperwork, whatever. Then eventually I go off to sleep. I wake up 5 hours, usually 5 hours, maybe 5 hours and a half up to 6 hours later. And then I do a quick wash me down. And I usually, if I don't eat something, then I just get up and get dressed for work. I usually try to eat something though that's not too heavy before I lay down to sleep because I don't want to be sleeping on what I ate because that just brings more calories back on the body. So, because you're not burning them off, you're sleeping. So, usually after I shower, get dressed, whatever. I might throw on some, I call them lazy clothes. Eat something, kind of wind down the body. Eat something, then do some little small contemporary work to wind down. Sometimes I even have a glass of wine. Sometimes that winds me down. Sometimes if I'm out socializing. Sometimes, all depends. Most of the time I don't. I stay away from alcohol as much as possible, but I try to work out as much as possible. So I only drink alcohol basically when I'm out socializing, stuff like that. So this is so pretty, right? Apple trees. So pretty, right? Stuff like that. But yeah, so I try to work out like that, and winding down can sometimes, winding my body down to sleep can sometimes become a problem. Most of the time it's not though, because I take herbs like California poppy. That helps a lot, to wind down. So I would take California poppy, something like that. And that would help me to wind down, So, yeah, so that would help me to wind down. So, that's only if I need, but most of the time, believe it or not, I be so tired after I get finished working out. And I take that shower, I go right to sleep. So it all depends, everybody's body is different. So, everyone's body is different. So, but this is what I do. So I try to get that exercise in at least 5 days out of a week. I believe once I keep this up, now you may ask, Y'all may ask, well, oh, I like that big cross right there. See the big cross right there? Love it. Love it, right? Got to love that. One may ask, when did I start? Well, I actually started last week, believe it or not. And I also drink a small cup of apple cider vinegar every day. I try to drink a small cup of apple cider vinegar, maybe about 14 milliliters of apple cider vinegar every day. Because you know what it does? It helps burn the fat. Not only does it help carve the appetite from cakes and cookie cravings, but it helps you to lose the weight. It helps you to drop the weight because the apple cider vinegar burns fat. Yes, folks, the apple cider vinegar, it burns fat. So if you don't know, now you know. That's why I call it liquid gold. I call it liquid gold because it does so much. Not only does it help clean the surfaces of objects in your home, but it helps clean you internally. It helps clean your body internally. It helps get rid of germs. It helps bind mucus, like mucus. So it helps bind mucus. So by it binding the mucus, you're getting all that mucus out your body. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting all that mucus out your body. So by you getting all that mucus out your body, guess what? You're less susceptible to getting sick or anything like that because you're getting the mucus out your body. Because as you get older, you'll start to build up, like, you could get mucus like from almost anything, from anything you're eating or anything. So, and the apple cider vinegar, it really gets rid of the mucus. So, and it helps with the losing of the weight too. So it helps with both. So, yeah. So that's what it does. So, and by me marching the way I do, I'm actually burning about maybe 30 to 40 calories, believe it or not, as I'm marching, because it's a low impact. It's low impact on my knees, see? It's low impact. So it's not that hard on my knees. So yeah. So it helps a lot, folks. Helps a lot. So I just trotted around this trail. I did three rounds marching. So now I'm gonna start to trot. And when I trot, those of you that are runners, y'all know what I mean by trotting. So it's just like a little bounce. And it's like a little bit of running with a little bounce. But you're not opening up your legs that wide. Because you're trotting. You're not like full blast running. So, but yeah. So I do my 3 rounds of marching, and then I'm gonna do 25 rounds of trotting, followed by 5 rounds. My last 5 rounds, I'm gonna run full blast. My last 5 rounds. So that makes 30 rounds altogether. So believe me, before I leave here, I am gonna then have burnt about at least 30 calories. At least. If not more. 300 calories. If not more. Yeah. Okay? Alright, folks, so I showed you some of my scenery, what I'm doing here. So that was some info for today. Get your exercise in, people. Get it in as much as possible. Even if you miss a day, just take the next day and get it in. I hear so much from doctors, nurses, other nurses, and physical therapists that the body was made to move. And they're right. It is. It's made to move. So you want to keep your body moving so it don't get rusty. You know, it won't get rusty and achy. Okay, folks? All right. So the next part of this video is going to be talking about the herb of the day. I wonder if that's pine things on the thing. I don't know. But it's interesting, isn't it? But, yeah, the next other half of this video is going to be about the herb of today. And the herb of today is going to be turmeric. Turmeric. Boy, there's a lot that I can tell you folks about turmeric. Okay? All right, so stay tuned. And thanks for watching. All right.